I'm Brad.
And I'm Mary.
We come from an automotive background. We had our own business in Maitland, in New South Wales, for just on 30 years. I was a mechanic for just over 40 in the automotive servicing and repair businesses.
And I worked with Brad in our business whilst we both raised 3 young sons.
So we had the camper trailer first, didn't we?
We did, yes.
But that wasn't until later. The boys had grown up by that stage.
Yeah.
And then we decided to get a motorhome. But the motorhome was okay, but it just limits you that you've got to have another vehicle with you of some sort, because it's not easy to pack up and and then reset up again, is it? And that's why we then went with the caravan, because at least we've got a vehicle with us then.
That's right. And I got tired of travelling separate.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a big point.
That was just painful.
Yeah,
it really was.
Yeah, that was a big point, because you'd have to drive the other vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we went for a caravan, because we'd always have to have a vehicle with us anyway.
Exactly, and it means that we get to travel together.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's important for us, because we like to be in contact with each other.
The whole idea of it, isn't it?
Well, that's exactly right. To get out there and enjoy it together.
Exactly.
Yeah, rather than talking on a two-way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So we opted for the Sojourn in the couples version with the Chase Lounge, like we're in at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it more from an engineering perspective, I think. You looked at it from an aesthetic perspective.
Yep.
And
ladies often do.
Yeah. And when I remember looking at the outside of the van and looking at the clean lines, and you can tell just from the outside of it how well it was engineered. I got underneath it, and crawled underneath the van that we saw, and you could just tell.
Well, you studied for months.
Oh, look, I'd studied for years, realistically. Yeah. I'd been looking for vans for a long time, because that was always on our radar. And there was a couple of different manufacturers that we were looking at the time, but I kept coming back to Zone every single time. I just coming back, and then when we got to see one in the flesh, for me that was just next level. And I could see everything that we'd seen on video, like on YouTube and online. I could see that the quality was actually very, very real. As I said, from an engineering side of it, I looked at the systems that are in the van. I looked at the hot water systems. I looked at the suspension systems. Cruise Master is just next level. The airbag suspension is absolutely unreal. We opted for discs on ours, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Because I wanted to know that when I put my foot on the brake, that the thing is going to stop.
Exactly.
And that for me is a safety factor.
Of course it is.
Yeah. And of course the airbag suspension, you don't even know you've got the thing on the back half the time. You don't even feel it.
Yeah.
Everything in the van is high quality.
Absolutely.
Every time you turn around, there's a brand name that you know and you can trust that's on everything. Red Arc. Like we've got 800 amp hours of lithium in ours. You really don't have a major issue when you're off grid. Just charge it back up and away you go again. So with a totally gasless van inside, it means you don't have any of that, those problems with dust ingress, because there's been plenty of people we've seen that have had to spend an hour cleaning their van after they've been on a dusty road, and you just don't get that with the Zone.
No, because we've got lots of friends that have travelled, and done plenty of laps, and when we do ours, we won't have that problem.
Yeah, no,
and that's good to know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You just want to be able to pull up and go straight into your van and not have to worry about anything like that.
No, exactly.
Yeah, we love the fact that the Zone RVs are all Australian made. Coolum Beach in Queensland. Yeah. Locally produced. Money stays here. People are employed.
Yep.
And that's massive for us. I know it's massive for me, and I know you think the same way.
Well, because we've had our own business.
Yeah.
We know how important that sort of stuff is.
Yeah. To get the support from local people, that's huge.
Of course it is.
Yeah. And I think there's still, there's a certain Australian quality that goes into everything. I think most companies that produce in Australia are pretty proud of the fact that they do produce in Australia, and I think Zone RV certainly should be proud that they're produced in Australia. And
absolutely.
And like I said, you can just see the quality.
Yes.
Yeah. The other thing that I love is and I'm on it all the time on Facebook, is the owners group.
Yes.
There aren't too many questions that you could ask that someone wouldn't have an answer to. And if you can't get in contact with the factory for whatever reason, half the time, throw it up on Facebook, they're there. There's a lot of great people on there with a lot of really good knowledge that have seen, a little issue, before, and they've got it fixed. And sometimes it's as simple as you've pressed the one button too many times and you've locked the panel, or something silly like that. But
and I love the community though, Brad. The Zone community, the muster, the get together, the fellowship, we've made some nice friends.
Absolutely.
Really have.
Yeah, we sure have.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if you are only a couple that don't have friends to go away with to travel. The community in the group is fun because they can give you ideas, as you say.
Yep.
And you make friends and potentially go away and have friendships for life.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's important.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's really important. Yeah.
I love our bed.
Yeah.
I love it. The pillow top, because we upgraded and got the pillow top.
We did, yeah.
And how many times have I said to you, I want that mattress on our bed at home, because I sleep so well on that pillow top mattress. It's just so comfortable. Best upgrade we did.
Yeah, it
really
is good.
Was. It's worth every cent.
It is good, yeah. 800 amps of lithium just lets you stay away for longer.
Exactly.
You don't have to worry about it. The power's just there, You've got plenty of power in reserve. The Red Arc system is just amazing.
Yeah.
The new Manager 100, you can pump power back into those batteries, whether you're plugged in, if you're plugged in at a caravan park and you need some power to recharge, or if you're off grid, as soon as the sun comes up, that solar's working and it's just pumping power into those batteries.
And that's what you want.
Oh, well, that's what you need, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. You were pretty insistent on the upholstery on the inside.
I was.
We went with the
diamond stitching.
Beautiful diamond stitching with the leather. It's really good, and the Chase Lounge.
Yes.
I think that's.
Well, it works well because with the Chase Lounge you can get the mattress insert like what we.
That's right, for the grandbabies.
Yeah, for the kids.
Yeah.
And works fabulously.
Yeah.
They love it.
From my perspective too, I love that composting toilet. I think that's just, any van that doesn't have that these days, they're crazy. They're so easy. A lot of people talk about, is there smell? There's no smell.
No, there's not.
There's no smell.
And there's no walk of shame every day.
Yeah, exactly right.
See all the fellas going off their little trolley.
Yeah.
Yeah, off they go.
Yeah.
No,
it's just next level.
Yeah.
And of course the washing machine, having that, doesn't use a great deal of water.
No, it doesn't.
Great little bit of gear.
Yeah.
Enables you to wash on, and hang outside in the sun. Let the washing dry.
Yep.
Air conditioning, had to have aircon.
Oh yeah.
And the good thing is we can run the aircon off the battery bank.
Yes.
So we could probably pull, about 8 to 10 hours off our batteries if we needed to run the aircon.
Okay. Yeah, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I can't be without air conditioning.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. The diesel heater we found when we were in southeast Queensland just recently. It was a bit of a cold snap up there.
Yeah.
It was nice to be able to push that button.
Yes.
And just
program it.
Well, yeah.
Program it.
You can program it and have it come on, an hour before you want to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
And it ducts throughout the van, so you can warm all the spaces.
Exactly.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it uses next to no diesel. I mean, what we use hardly any while we're away
exactly.
To heat the water, and also with the diesel heating.
Yeah, exactly.
And it leaves you that extra battery power to run all the other systems that you want to run without having to worry about having the aircon on to warm. But the diesel heater would be a non-negotiable for me. I would definitely do that.
Me too. Well, I think you need your comforts at home. If you're going to go away and have a beautiful caravan, you want the nice things that go with it, and they're comforts of home.
Yeah.
Why would you leave home if you haven't got some form of comfort with you? And we've worked hard to get to this stage in life to be able to get away and enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So,
sure.
That's a no-brainer for me.
And if you don't like the view, change it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, hook up and go somewhere else.
Yeah, keep going somewhere else. Yeah, I agree.
Gives you that flexibility.
Yeah.
And certainly with the Zone, it gives you that flexibility with all the systems that they've got in them. Plenty of water, plenty of power, washing machine. As you said, the comforts of home. Just
it's easy.
Makes it so easy. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
one of the things that we bought the van for was to do a lap, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
To do the lap. So I want to get into those places that are a little bit remote, and I know that with the Zone, I know that we can get there and we can get back and not have any great dramas because of the engineering. You know, want to get to the tip.
Yes.
Want to go over to WA, spend some time over there off grid, and we know that with the systems that we've got in our van that we can do that without any problems.
Yes.
We've got the power, we'll have the water carrying capacity. We're sort of set for every environment too, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
We're set for the hot environments that we've got our aircon. We're set for the cold environments, so we've got our diesel heater. Yeah. So I think our lap is going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah. That we want to spend the time off grid and not have to worry about everything.
So if one of our friends asked us about retiring next year, what advice would you give into getting a van?
I would say probably give at least 6 to 12 months. It's going to take 3 months, 4 months to build the van. It's going to take probably a couple of months to decide on, you know, the van that you want. The other thing is you're not going to leave on the big lap the day that you get your van. Yeah, true. You want to tow it around, get some confidence, you know, with the vehicle that you're towing it with. Get some confidence yourself, especially if it's, you know, if it's the first van you've owned. Yeah. You know, might have towed a lot, but maybe not necessarily a van, as it was for me. We'd never had a van before. Yeah. So I think, you know, probably at least 6 to 12 months to give yourself some, you know, shakedown time to sort out any issues that you might have, figure out what you do and don't need to take. Yes. Because that was big for us, you know, we took a lot of stuff with us that we just didn't use. Exactly. You know? Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Probably, I would say more likely 12 months. Of small trips. Yep. Before you launch out onto that big lap, as you say. Yeah. And get your confidence. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. So if you're looking to buy a van within the next 12 months or so, jump online, have a talk to the team at Zone RV or any one of their dealers around the country. Have a look at some of the forums that exist. Have a look at Facebook pages, and you'll see a lot of people on there that have got their vans, and have a look at their setups to give you some ideas as to what may or may not suit you. But my advice would be just do it. I agree. Just do it. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. We certainly don't. No.